Welcome to Profiting Forex Trading channel, and happy new year to every one of you. And this new year will be a year that is full of peeps, green peeps for us all. Let's start this new year with a new strategy that I want to share with you right now. I always look for a profitable strategy to share. Most time I tested tens, hundreds of strategy, combining different indicators together before I can share any one that I know is profitable if you will follow the simple rule. So this year, let us start with this indicator. I've combined like 4 indicators together on the chart. And as you can see, we have a nice move going on here on NCD USD dollar. And so I want to show you how to use this strategy and the settings for each indicator. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let this year be a new year for every one of us. And if you do watch my video and you not be liking it, please change. This is new year. That's the only thing you can do for me. Just like the video. Since most of the indicators I shared on this channel, they are free. So that's the only thing you can do for me, to like my video, and make sure you always like every video you watch. And the download link for this particular indicator, all the indicators on this particular strategy, will be in the video description, so you can click on it to download. It is free. Alright, having said that, let's move on. Now this is a simple strategy. I may like to disconnect so that we'll be able to see the history of this strategy now, but let me explain how you use these indicators combined together. In my previous video, I shared this particular indicator with you that gave us that draw support and resistance zone. We have week up, day down. We have a day down here also. So it draws this line, and it's going to change. Also, it does not repeat, but it's going to change for each day. It's going to calculate for each day, so we might not be able to use. But since this is weekly, if you look at it, I'm not using the hourly indicator. This is what that attack. So if you look at it closely, these are the inputs, draw month. So these are just 4 hours daily and weekly support and resistance. So it's not going to be changes every hour, because this is daily, H4 and weekly. So, and that's why I have it. But if you want to use on higher time frame, you can just use it. But this is what I use. Before we go on to the setting, let me explain how to use it. So at this particular point, I have this resistance zone at this particular point, this red zone, and the second indicator, this indicator, turn also to red at this particular point, turn to red, and then we have this particular arrow also present for a sell. And then when you look at the indicator window, the PAMA indicator gave us sell at this particular point. We have arrow at this particular point to go down, but we are going to wait for all the indicators at this point. We have everything in agreement for us to place this trade, and so this went down well. And what I do most of the time for us to avoid the sideways market, don't enter trade in between. This is in between the upper, the support and the resistance zone. So most of the time, make sure you enter from the upper or the lower. So this will give you more profit than in between, except you want to scalp or enter in the direction of the main trend. So beside that, please do not trade in between. So this is a good ride, and you can use it on any time frame. So let's check other pair. This is US Tech. and you can see it also going on well today. We have now this is a good setup to explain. We have sell, the perma indicator gave us sell here for a sell at this point, but when you look at this other indicator, this is a can actually smooth line indicator. This remain does not change to red for a sell, but let me change the color so that it will be easy for every one of us to understand. So for a buy, let me change it to blue, and down is crimson, so we can still leave it at crimson. So you change it, let's change it here also. This is blue. Okay, so we have it here at this particular point right now, blue for buy and crimson for sell. So at this point that we have the perma indicator telling us to sell, and then we have the other indicator also giving us a sell signal. If I'm using only these two indicators, we might have enter, but adding the other indicator, the smooth ignition indicator, this gives us a right to remain in the uptrend and not to enter sell. So we keep on sell. So at this point, perma indicator gave us a signal also in support of the other indicators on the chart here. So and we have a good ride at this point also and still moving. So this is how you use this particular strategy. You can test it on any pair you want, and this is it on AU. This is New Zealand, almost the same chart. They moved the same way. So as you can see, they moved the same way. They moved the same way, almost the same way. And on gold also, let's check. So you can use it on any pair at all. And this is it on gold. We have everything in agreement at this point, at this particular point for a sell. And on 5 minutes, you can use it on any time frame at all. This is just the setting. Just make sure they are all in agreement. This is close to the lower support right now, and we are waiting for the remaining indicator to change. So this is how you use this particular indicator. It is simple, still the same strategy. Number one, make sure that the smooth ignition indicator turn to crimson for a sell, and the perma indicator is in agreement at this point to give us sell. Wait, and the other indicator, which is perma, also gave us sell here. Both of them agreed, but we will be waiting for this particular smooth indicator to change to crimson for us to enter, and here again for a buy, this change. So at this point we have everything in agreement. So this is how to use this particular indicator. You can use it on any time frame, but make sure it is coming from either resistance or support. So here we have it at this point. We have the perma in agreement, and we have the smooth indicator in agreement also for a sell. And this is how we trade this particular strategy. So let me show you the setting for this indicator. Just make sure you follow the rule and you will be fine. And this is a new year. If you do not make any serious profit or consistent profit last year, please check your trading style. Do you follow money management? Do you follow the rule, or you are still trading based on emotion? You have to conquer your emotion in Forex in order for you to make consistent profit. Make sure you follow the rule. Now let me show you the setting for all the indicator for this particular strategy. You have the water in the previous indicator, though I'm still going to add it to this so that if you are watching this video for the first time, you will know how to use it. So this is the only thing that I change here. Back test, I do not want it. Draw monthly support and resistance, I do not want that, because I don't trade in 4 hours. I trade in lower time frame, so I need something that is closer to the time frame that I do trade. So draw week, fine for me. Day and H4, these are okay for me. With this I will know the direction of the trend, and I'll be able to trade that in lower time frame. So beside this, there's nothing for you to change. Just change this. It's either totally to false or true, then just click OK. So the next indicator is this Ekinachi indicator that I just changed right now. The crimson for a sell and the blue for buy. And these are the settings. You can play with the MA period, but the MA period I'm using right now is 9. So you can play with it with the MA period. So this is the setting. So you can pick any of these you want. Any of these you want. Any. But this is what I am using. So we have different value that you can change to. Second MA is linear weighted, so you can change it, you can play with it and see which one you like. But this is what I am using. Color up is blue and color down is crimson, and these are the settings. So you can just pause it and check if you have the same setting with mine. So let's scroll down slowly, so that you'll be able to follow the setting and enter it accordingly. Okay, here is it. So once you've done that, just click OK, and if you don't want it to show on the chart, you can turn it on and off. Here is it. You can turn it on and off at this particular point. You can turn it on and off. So the other indicator is symbol changer that I'll be sharing for long. So just enter the number of pairs you want to monitor on this particular user selected pairs. Just enter the pairs manually, or you turn it to auto. If you turn it to auto, it's going to pick all the pairs available on this broker. So I change it to manually select pairs by the trader. So the previous here, what is going to determine the number you are going to put it is this. Now if you look at this the first pairs on my chart, and you add everything together with the numbers and the dots, is like 10 or 11. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So it is 11, and that's why I have 11 here. If you put something less than 11, it's not going to show. You will not be able to click it. So you can just try it and see what I'm saying, but I do not want to keep this video long, so you can experiment it, and that's why I put 11. And the 15 you see here is to see the number of pairs on top. If it is 2 on the column, you can set to 2 or 3, but I like 15 so that it won't cover part of my chart, so I'll be able to see what is going on clearly. And once you are done, just click OK. So the other indicator, and that's why you see it 15, the first line was 15, and this is just not up to 15 because I did not select up to 30 pairs. So the next indicator is PAMA Gann Grid indicator, and this is where I change the setting. That's other value. I turn this color to null. I do not need the color. You can change it if you want. I change this one to null also. So these are the other colors, and these are the values for this indicator. Number of bars to look is 120. Use begin date. You can turn it on and off. Here is off, so this number does not mean anything. Then price mode is 5. Then so grid. Just make sure you follow this setting. Follow this setting one by one. Just follow it one by one. Check with your own if it's the same. If not, change it. And once you are done, just click OK. And the last indicator on my chart here is the PAMA grid on the indicator window. So these are the value similar to the first one, but this one we saw at the indicator window, and these are the settings also. So once you've done that, just click OK, and everything will move fine. So here is it right now, and it is working fine. So this is how you use this particular strategy. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly make sure you do so. Like my video. This is a new year, as I've said. Make sure you like my video. Most people will watch it, download the indicator, but just to give just small thumb up, they will not do that. Just like the video, and let's move and gather plenty pips this new year. Till I come your way again, I remain your fellow trader, Joe, and bye for now.